So yeah, I think I'm going to make this video about recording outdoors at a resort. The subject of this video has morphed into the first attempt at recording outside.
Might have been the best idea.
She just walked by, gave me a look like, what's he doing? Well, I told you I was getting tired of trying to figure out angles in the home studio. So I'm going to go look for an outdoor studio. And to do that, I'm taking you with me. You know, here at the home base, Phoenix, Arizona, by the way, on a gorgeous day, which is pretty typical now most days here in Arizona, not a cloud in the sky, really pretty nice temperatures, although they are warming up. People driving crazy. I've got a collared shirt on because I'm going to kind of a very nice area. So I thought, what better outdoor office than a resort? It occurred to me this morning as I talk about a few things with the YouTube channel and this and that. I was talking to a friend saying, hey, couldn't I just go over here to the Princess and walk around the grounds? You know, kind of get in that cool vibe atmosphere of being on vacation. So I'm finding my way onto the grounds. And what's the first thing? In the studio at a resort, can you hear that noise? They're putting in a new flower bed and doing some serious landscaping. But the first thing I find here on this walking path, which is pretty cool, is pickleball court. Still got to tell a story why I quit pickleball, but I do have plans to play again. But yeah, the Fairmont Princess, it's pretty beautiful around here. So I'm going to try to find a place to sit down. Maybe I need to go into the resort. I'm kind of like on the outskirts of it. Again, there's the McDowell Range. McDowell. How you doing? Okay, I'm going to try to test some mic check. And holy cow, I might interject this here. Right now, it's really peaceful. I'm sitting underneath this unbelievable tree. Look at this. I think there were some guys here talking about taking it down. I can't believe it. But there's some kind of some kind of group here constantly walking by. Workers. Just had the landscapers out here.
The best idea.
Luckily, I wasn't ready to record exactly. I just made a Facebook or a YouTube post about this. Has been interesting as far as the first attempt at finding a outdoor recording studio, get out in nature. So I thought it'd be a good idea to come to a resort. I still think it's a good idea. I just got to find the right thing. And you know what else? They talk about how overcoming the fear of holding the camera and talking outside. I mentioned it in another clip. I can't think of a better place to come with people coming and walking by every few minutes. But this reminds me of the banyan trees in Hawaii that are, they're just amazing. And this is a perfect area. She just walked by, gave me a look like, what's he doing? Anyways, I'm also on the mic right now, see what that is like. And here comes somebody else. These are employees working here. So it's nonstop people coming by. One of my thoughts is when you're recording outside in the public area. Actually, it occurred to me just a moment ago, some guy walked by talking on his phone. Remember when you first got your cell phone, how that was kind of embarrassing maybe? You didn't want anybody to hear you. That's what this is kind of like. But I thought this guy, we talk on our phones now in public all the time. Why not video? It's no big deal. And I had another thought. Oh, this video may just end up being about my first attempt at recording in public outside. So yeah, I think I'm going to make this video about recording outdoors at a resort in Phoenix, Arizona. I just had this idea of putting together all of the people in the last 20 minutes that have walked by here and it's good. It's fine. It's been a good test to just get over myself. I don't worry about it. And I really don't have too much trouble with that. Again, I see it like people talking on their phones. They're everywhere. I just happen to be on a camera on my phone. But yeah, so I think this new, the subject of this video has morphed into the first attempt at recording outside, finding a new studio. This, probably couldn't have found a better spot than this as far as just being under this tree and just the beautiful grounds, which is going to be pretty much everywhere on the resort. Going to continue to walk the resort, find different locations, and report back, and then tell you at the end of the video what I learned and where my favorite place is, because I think going to the resorts will be kind of the best places. Now, within the next couple months, I'll have to go inside the resorts, maybe into the lobby areas, because temperature days up in the 90s. It has hit 100 once or twice so far, but we're within a few short weeks of 100-degree temperatures returning, and I'm not going to sit outside per se and do videos. Okay, going to head up into a different section here. I was just sitting right there. I was going to sit right there, but the lobby's right there. So lots of foot traffic. Let's keep looking. This looks pretty nice. This would be cool to hang out at night. I'm going to stay in the shade. When you live in Phoenix, you always take not the route of least resistance, but the route that's in the shade. Let's go look it over here. Got a courtyard. Okay, I'm like incognito. See, I told you, I wore this collar shirt. I look totally like a tourist. I got shorts on. I got my sandals on, and I just blend in. Although I don't think they mind people coming here to enjoy the grounds and that type of thing. There's a lot of people. Seems like there's a lot of people here. That's the main entrance, I think. And you got your check-in over here. This would be nice, but it's just slightly too warm, I think, in the sun. Okay, after going around from over there to over here to out there, I think I've settled on this location right here. Actually, in this location with the bright backdrop, I could darken it this way or more on me. It's kind of a fun time coming out and finding a place to do maybe a future episode or two on the retirement life, on the Boomer channel, Boomer Topics, just getting out into something different. You know, there's no better place in Arizona where the weather is pretty awesome. You need to take advantage of that. So the group that's here, that's walking around here, a lot of people dressed very nicely, many in suits, is the Edward Jones. They're having some type of seminar or some kind of training going on. Maybe I should ask them about retirement planning. I'm walking out of here, and when I came in right here, and I walked that way to start. I thought, how cool would it be to sit in the John Deere transporter there and do the video? Man, I don't have the guts though to do it. It'd probably be rude. And I just think about the things that could probably get you kicked out of a resort like this quicker than anything. So I really wanted to go talk to the Edward Jones people and just, for fun, say, hey, what's the top advice you'd give to somebody, say someone in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s? What would you advise them to prepare for retirement? But then I thought all it would take is I respect the resorts. You can't have YouTubers, especially boomer YouTubers, coming in here and disrupting the tranquil vacation vibe here at the resort. I might just sit here though to wrap up today. So I did sit down right here on this rock. I love it. And I'm in the shade. Got the McDowell Range over there, and I'll just reflect. So I came over here to be a little bit more focused on a day in retirement. I I want to talk more about that. And I came up with some information this morning about how different retirement looks for so many people. And I'm just going to make a separate video or two about that because, you know, one of the themes that I've talked about is making the best of the way things have turned out. And this happens to be one of my days off. And I think about titling it something about that, a day off in a retirement life. And when I say a day off, I mean a day off because I've chosen to work full time. I've chosen to continue working, and the majority of us are going to have to do that. Over 50, 60, maybe even 70%, even part-time. There's a YouTuber pretty popular. He's been retired now for a little over a year. He's chronicled each month his budget, and it's been very popular. He has a growing YouTube channel. Really a jovial guy, really nice guy. His name's Buzz. You probably have watched him because we have very similar, in a way, stories in terms of same age or very similar ages. He just put out a video talking about how he plans likely to go back to work. Now, it's funny because I thought he was he's in pretty good shape. You know, he owns his own home. He's debt free. That's the hugest thing, if I can say and use the word hugest. But it's kind of like the costs of life not only continue in retirement, they increase. All of a sudden, once you have to replace the roof of your house, for example, that's going to cost a lot more today than it did 20 years ago, maybe the last time you did it. Going back to work is something that there's a lot of legitimate, real reasons, some of which just simply for your emotional health, being around people, interacting. It's a good feeling that way. Well, so what I learned today, going out for the first time in public, I thought going to a resort would be a great idea. It is. It's a beautiful it's a beautiful surrounding to, I think, do future videos in. It is a noisy surrounding. I guess noisier than I thought, particularly here during the day when there's a lot of landscaping going on. There's groups of people coming and going, having their meetings, but no big deal. And one of the biggest things I learned today is the people that would walk by talking on their phones, not thinking anything of it. But, you know, we who record in public, how we kind of get, I mean, I know the feeling and everybody talks about it, is it seems odd when it really isn't. You know, I think you see people talk. I don't think of people that are odd that are recording, doing a video in public. And in a way, today it really hit me that talking on your phone in public, no different than talking to your phone in public. Nothing like taking a military-looking style video into the zone of Scottsdale. I'm going to end this video here and say it was fun, and I have no idea how this is going to come together, but here I am from Scottsdale, Arizona, 80-some degree day, headed to 90, and where man-made waterfalls, God-made palm trees are abundant. Well, I'm back in the car, getting ready to go home. Somehow put this together. Have no idea how it will turn out, and for posterity, I want to point out that parts of this video were recorded with, I think, what they call the front-facing camera. Maybe it's the back-facing. It's not the one that I'm recording with now, which is the other videos were recorded with the better camera. And y'all who have done this know what I'm talking about. So most of it was recorded where I was able to see myself in the, you know, it was a reversible camera. The other thing is some of it was recorded using the DJI mic, some of it wasn't. This is just the camera because it's short, you know, we're in close. And I used various settings. I used cinematic, which I'm using now, and the rest of it was just a regular video format. So anyway, lots of mishmash here, and I probably did many of the things, if you're trying to produce high quality videos, you're not supposed to do.